Park. 7 yards to go. The mask is going to be an easy winner. Going into the wire. The mask is the winner. Lucky bad, but politely on the outside, now racing into the lead.
Hello, racing fans. Welcome to Delaware Park. I'm your host, J.J. Gracie. We'll be watching races from Saturday, October the 1st. We had Owner's Day today. We had 12 races today. The track was listed as muddy, kind of sloppy. We're off the turf. The weather here was kind of chilly, and the temps were in the 60s. The winds were from the northeast, about 15 miles per hour. So let's kick it off today. We got a lot to do. First half, the early daily double, claiming 8, 9 winners 3, going a mile to 16. Here's your opener.
Away and running. Noikataro had a stumbling start. Good speed from the outside draws from Spitester Red and Ingredo. Felix the Fox also right there wants a piece of the action, and the favorite Ataki's Verve is closing in too, and Braces is in the thick of it. And Felix the Fox continues to toss that head. Chasing 5 of them is Snow Candy, and a stumbling start leaves the long shot Noikataro with a lot of catching up to do. So Spitester Red all alone as they enter the first turn run, and the lead is almost 2. On the inside, Itaki's Verve chases the pace of joint second, and Felix the Fox is right there in a feisty mood too. Ingredo caught wide in the first turn, now captures 4th. Braces as a stalking 5th. Snow Candy's also in close connection in 6th, and nothing from Noikataro. They flash towards the 4.5, and Spitester Red coming back to the face of the field, but still is under a snug hold and shows the way a length and a half. Felix the Fox continues to share second with Ataki's Verve, and Ingredo is right there watching the trio circle the second turn. Snow Candy lands 4th. Braces needs to do better, and Noikataro still trails at the back of the pack. 3 furlongs to go, and Spitester Red hasn't been challenged yet. Lets it out a notch and is opened up on the opposition. Felix the Fox is a settled second. Ataki's Verve tries to dig deep and find more. These are the 3 as they swing in, and Spitester Red is off the rail but still has a commanding lead as they swing for home. Spitester Red holding on to a 2-length lead. Ataki's Verve is a muddy mess but completing the exacta. Felix the Fox has no more to give. Braces is late on the scene but not changing the winning outcome. Spitester Red popped and didn't stop today. Spitester Red, a sharp win over.
Spitester Red goes gate to wire. Give Scott Lake his 5th. Out of Centeno is 24th. Give $9, $322.40 on a winner. The 1 horse was second, $222.10. Felix the Fox was third, $320. And the 2 was 4, $760 on your exact, $11.90 on your try, $623 on your super. Let's go to the second half. The early daily double, optional claim in 10, going 6 furlongs. Here's Josh.
Away and running to a glorious start. Nimble Beast was the first one to break the line. There goes Pepe and Haywood, and John's Promise showing good early speed as well. Sutton Valley is also mixing it up to claim 3rd, and Swing West now takes 4th over John's Promise, who's dropped away in 5th. Up the inside is Yabba Dabba Dude with a length and a half down. From that one is Unidentified Man, who comes under a ride. Fast Cash now grabs that 4th last position, and Rackjin and Jeezum Jim is relegated to the back of the pack. Around the turn they go, and Nimble Beast is on the outside to confront Pepe and Haywood, and these 2 are in step. Sutton Valley is right there in a menacing mood, 3 deep on the course. Swing West behind a trio of speed. Yabba Dabba Dude comes under a ride, and deep is John's Promise as they swing past the quarter pole. Nimble Beast says, "Catch me if you can" in the muck and the goo, and leads by 2. Pepe and Haywood rides that rail to no avail. Swing West is closing with power and pace. Sutton Valley's mid-track along with John's Promise with a furlong to go. Here's Nimble Beast, 6-5 favorite, holding a comfortable lead over Swing West and John's Promise. Nimble Beast is home.
Nibbles Beast makes it 4 in a row, going off at 6-5, return 462, 62, 60. That's okay. Swing West $946. John's Promise was third, $3, and the 5 was $24 on your exact, a 32 on your try, $10 on your daily double, 53.29 on your 10-cent super. The third race, optional claiming 25,000 going 1 mile. Here's your third race.
Away and running. Brilliant inside speed from Stacks of Silver. Soros is also tapped for some early lick. And a King is always king is wide as they enter the first turn run. Award nominated protects the rail and the orange cap belongs to Crafty Dawn. Epic Look is also in mid division. Speak Unity is wide as the favorite. And last of all is Loose Ends. But Soros blazing the muddy trail today shows the way by 4. Stacks of Silver senses a fast pace in that second place position, and Crafty Dawn came away in 3rd. Epic Luck travels in that 3rd place position as well to take the outright lead. A King is always king is 5 deep at the 5 furlong pole. Speak Unity is making a nice move, now grabs 3rd in the blink of the eye under the leading jockey's hands, and Loose Ends rides that rail, and last of all is Award nominated. 4 furlongs to go, and Soros still has the pace in his hands, but Stacks of Silver starts to breathe down that rival's neck in 2nd. Speak Unity is right there trying to press past the speed, but comes under a ride. And now the favorite Loose Ends in that 4th place positions tries to pick him off one by one. 5/16 to go, and Stacks of Silver can wait no more. Confronts Soros at the quarter pole. Speak Unity's under a drive. Loose Ends ducks to the rail, and they swing to the top of the stretch. Stacks of Silver nursing a half-length lead. Soros is trying to battle back, closing in his Speak Unity, and Loose Ends starts to gather momentum at the 16th pole, but Stacks of Silver still giving plenty at 8-1. Moving latest Loose Ends into the exacta. Stacks of Silver is safe at home.
Stacks of Silver gets up in time, going off at 8-1. Give Gary Capuan his first to 3 today. Give him his 12th. Michael Sanchez his 42nd. 1966, 67, 80. That's okay. Loose Ends 340, 280. Soros 680, and the 7 was 4th. 44.90 on your exact, and 141.65 on your try. 37.30 on your daily double. 94.50 on your pick 3. And your super was worth $82.06. The 4th race, Philly Mare, a other than originally scheduled on the turf, off the turf, 1 mile on a muddy track. Here's Josh.
Away and running. Stumbling start for rush hour traffic. Great speed from Decoupage and Pie Killer. Up the inside is Towering Gaze, and 8 Donzas is right there in the chasing herd. And Castellea very deep, but shares 3rd as they swing left for the first time. Rush hour traffic had a stumbling start in front of My Boss Lady, and In Anna's Quest is last of all, passing the 6.5, and it's Decoupage, the leader by 2.5 authoritative lengths. Pie Killer trying to slice her way to the top of that 2nd place position, and Castellea all by herself in that 3rd place position. 8 Donzas traveling sweetly up the fence and good enough to try to engage that 3rd place position, and rush hour traffic's picked off a couple of rivals, which is Towering Gaze, and then on the outside My Boss Lady, and In Anna's Quest is dropped to the back of the pack. And a wide open betting market with 4 furlongs to go. Decoupage continues to lead. The lead's 2. Pie Killer right there has shadowed her speed every step of the way. Castellea has asked for more run on the outside. 8 Danzas Grapes Paint comes under a ride. And My Boss Lady is fanned 3 deep at the 5/16. The only one with no mud on her face is Decoupage, and leads the charge to the quarter pole. Homeward bound now. Decoupage has a 2-length lead, trying to close in on the far outside as Castellea. 8 Danzas rides that rail, and they're into the stretch. And here comes 8 Danzas on attack mode. My Boss Lady closing with power and pace. Decoupage trying to hold him at bay. 8 Danzas is closing in. My Boss Lady closing in 2 with a 16th to go. 8 Danzas sought the trip and kicked away. Andrew Wolfsont, and 8 Danzas has scored over My Boss Lady. Decoupage.
8 Donza takes the 4th under Andrew Wolfsont to return 11.85, 43.80. My Boss Lady $5, $4. Decoupage $5. The 9 was for 55.30 on your exact, and 197.65 on your try, 139.70 on your daily double. Your pick 3, 133.70. And your pick 4, $450.15. While your 10-cent super was worth $254.46. The 5th race, starter 8, going 1 mile and 70 yards. The Bob K. Back Memorial Starter Handicap. Here's Bob's race.
Away and running. Giggling breaks right on cue. Severe takes over the leading role, and Alice My Love's going to keep this one company. And Giggling backpedals to be fourth. Scar now takes that third place position away, and Flat Out Flying is 3 deep. 4 wide is No Salt, and 5 wide is Suit the Messenger, but is out of trouble. Illustrious is in front of 2, which is Super Catch, and the trailer is 20 City. Midpoint of the first turn run. Severe is unopposed and shows the way by almost 2. Alice My Love is a tracking second, and up the inside, Giggling shares third and now shares second. Deep on the course, Shoot the Messengers in that fourth place position, and No Salt trying to dice and weave through traffic to now engage that fight for the fourth place position. Scar travels along in 6th, while the rail belongs to Illustrious, who's gaining a couple of spots early, and the chalk Flat Out Flying has still 2 beaten, which is Super Catch and 20 City, who's tailed off. They point towards the 3.5, and Severe into the teeth of the wind circles again with a 1-length lead. On the outside, Alice My Love comes under a ride. Giggling stays parked at the paint. Illustrious is right there in the thick of it too. Flat Out Flying tries to close in, but is 4 lengths down from the leader, and Severe kicks clear at the top of the stretch to lead by 2. Now Flat Out Flying is getting on track in the wet cap on the far outside, and Giggling rides that rail. They're into the stretch where Severe now leads, but push is coming to shove. Giggling closing with power and pace, and Flat Out Flying in the thick of it too. A 16th pole comes. Here comes Flat Out Flying, still in front of Severe. The rail belongs to Giggling. A 3-way battle. Giggling sneaking through. Severe dropped, then got it!
Severe sticks his head out, going off at 9-1 to return 2029 65-20. Giggling $12.46. Flat Out Flying 260. Scar was fourth. 118.90 on your exact. Your trifecta's worth 199.70. Your daily double $57. And your pick three 369.25. Or your 10-cent super was worth 196.62. The sixth race, the George G. Rosenberger Memorial $100,000 stake, was originally scheduled on the turf, on the dirt. Here we go.
Away at running. Slow to go with State Crown. Malibu Beauty beats everyone off the mark. This name is okay. Relinquishes the lead to Malibu Beauty. And Factor In's taken off the rail today. State Crown takes advantage of that. And BB's Busted is last of the 5. Around the first turn they go. Malibu Beauty leads a paceless affair in the Rosenberger Memorial and shows the way by 3. This name is okay. Tracks in second but is well off the fence. And Factor In is a ground-saving third. BB's Busted on the far outside, and the yellow cap spots 4th position over State Crown, who's last of all at the 3/4 of a mile pole. So Malibu Beauty is nice and relaxed, taking to the slop well, and shows the way by 3. Factor In continues the battle. This name is okay for that 2nd place position as they go down the back of the track. State Crown now lands 4th, and BB's Busted has to close from downtown. 4 furlongs to go. Malibu Beauty now stretching her legs to lead by 4. This name is okay, has to dig deep and find more, comes under a ride. Factor In stays at the rail trying to creep closer too. BB's Busted's trying to get on track, but just at this one pace, and State Crown's been relegated to the tail. 5/16 to go. Malibu Beauty nursing a 3-length lead. This name is okay right now is the only one who has a chance in second. Factor In tries to dig deep and has no more in reserve as they turn for home. Now Michael Sanchez gets a whiff of immortality and now shoots away from the opposition. This name is okay is no better than second. Malibu Beauty holding everyone at bay, and this is career win number 1,000 for jockey Michael Sanchez, and I came aboard Malibu Beauty to beat This Name Is Okay, and then
return a very modest price of 380, 260, 220. This name is okay. 648, 360. BB's Busted $4, and the 2 was for $13.70 on your exact, $22 on your try, $18.90 on your double, $41.90 on your pick 3. You got a 10-cent refund. Let's go to the Governor Days handicap, 1 mile and 70 yards. Here's your start.
The gate. Away and running. Zabracadabra breaks sharp, but so does Shaq Queen King, and Guillaume now takes over the leading role. And Monday morning quarterback's a little wide at the 7.5. A Matter of Time chases the pace. Second last is American Patrol, and Bobby G is last of all. So Monday morning quarterback slingshots past the field, past the 7, and shows the way by a length and a half. Guillaume is popped off the fence under the leading jockey's hands to track in second, and Shaq Queen King is under a snug hold in that third place position. A Matter of Time takes the trail up the muddy rail, and American Patrol is situated in fifth, only 3 lengths off the leader, which is Monday morning quarterback. Bobby G tries to navigate some rail run, and still last of all is Zabracadabra. So 3 of them across the track at the 4 furlong point, and Shaq Queen King coming to play today, 3 deep on the course, and Guillaume is right there in a feisty mood too. Monday morning quarterback continues to lead the charge around the second turn, and A Matter of Time comes under a ride as they swing left at the 3 furlong pole, and Shaq Queen King comes calling for the lead. Guillaume tries to counter that attack. A Matter of Time at 23-1 is trying to loom a massive upset here, and they swing to the top of the stretch where Shaq Queen King continues to lead the charge. A Matter of Time is right there in a feisty mood, but kicking away is Shaq Queen King to lead by 2 lengths. A Matter of Time giving game chase in second. Guillaume trying to hold third. Sabracadabra is getting on track, but it's way too little too late to beat the winner. And the winner is Shaq Queen King.
Shaq Queen King makes it perfect here. She's 5 for 5 to return 523, 42, 20. The 2 was second, 14, 26, 20, and the 1 was third, 267 was fourth, 26, 40 on your exact, 39, 20 on your try, your daily double 710, your pick 3, 39.05. Your pick 5, $3,508.65, or you get 27.36 on your 10-cent super. Let's go allowance A out of the den in the 8th, originally scheduled on the turf, on the dirt. Here we go.
Away and running. Brilliant speed from Turnpike Bob. Crabs and Beer also charges out, and Aerial Assault is right there in a sweet spot early. And Foal's Notion rides that rail. Deep on the course is Out of Towner, and Sovereign Warrior Under the Radar makes a smart move to be in mid-division early. And last of all is Mission Key. Up and around the first turn they go. Turnpike Bob is left isolated up front, and that leads Dwindle to a measured length. Aerial Assault is on hold in that second place position, and Crabs and Beer 3 deep but is in hand, leaving the first turn behind. Foal's Notion continues to a steady advance and joined fourth along with Sovereign Warrior. Near the backfield early on is Out of Towner with Under the Radar second last, and a long looking last is the gray Mission Key. 4.5 furlongs to go, and Turnpike Bob continues to be left alone, and the lead still 1 authoritative length. Crabs and Beer eyeballs the speed every step of the way past the 3.5. And Foal's Notion is 3 lengths off the speed. A distant fourth is Sovereign Warrior. Under the Radar gathers momentum but has a lot of ground to close and 3/8 of a mile to do it in. So now Crabs and Beer takes the lead away from Turnpike Bob, and Foal's Notion is trying to pounce when it counts at the quarter pole. They swing in where Crabs and Beer had first run. Foal's Notion's the only threat in second. Turnpike Bob tries to dig deep. Under the Radar completes the superfect at this stage inside the 3/16, and Crabs and Beer is giving leading jockey Jamie Rodriguez plenty here. Foal's Notion is trying to chip away but can't in the final 16th of a mile, and Crabs and Beer at even money has won it.
Crabs and Beer gets the job done for Jamie Ness and Jay Rod to return $4, $3, $2.40. Foal's Notion, $26.40, $8.60. Under the Radar, $2.60. And the 5 was fourth, $46.10 on your exacta, $71.70 on your try, $7.10 on your daily double, $7.45 on your pick 3. Your other pick 4 is worth $81.90. Your 10-cent super, $39.70. The 9th race, Filly Mare, starter 8, going a mile and 70. Here we go.
All set. Away and running. A bit of a stumbling start for Flava's Dream. Good speed from Viking Queen and Miss Dillingham. Flava's Dream gets closer to the speed and it's brisk. And Tiz herself gets the drop in that fourth place position. In between rivals is Princess Adira. Out deep on the course is Misty Taste. Wide is Gold Time Vixen. And the rail belongs to Party Munster, who shares last. It's a three-pronged battle at the 6.5 furlong point where Flava's Dream emerges with a nose in front. But Viking Queen now slowly gives way, and Miss Dillingham is on hold in that third place position at the 5.5. Tiz herself has the run of the race today, a couple of paths off the rail in a quick paced affair, and Misty Taste is 4 wide with 5 furlongs left to go. There's quite a divide back to Princess Adira, passed by Gold Time Vixen, and nothing today from Party Munster. They point towards the 4 furlong station, and Flava's Dream continues to lead, but Miss Dillingham eyeballs the speed, and Tiz herself is set right now at the 3.5. So now the plot thickens. Tiz herself kicks for the money. Miss Dillingham needs to dig deep and find more. Flava's Dream went too fast too early. On the wide outside, Gold Time Vixen closing in, and Viking Queen now rides that rail. There's a quarter of a mile from home, and Tiz herself 4 to 5 on that betting board. Struts her stuff to a 5-length lead. Miss Dillingham tries to re-rally for the place. Gold Time Vixen and Viking Queen, but the rest are going up and down like a merry-go-round, and Tiz herself still has a healthy advantage. Miss Dillingham holding on to second. Late on the scene is Misty Taste for the minor award, but it's over up top. Tiz herself with that bold bid around the turn scores.
Tiz herself makes it 4 for 4 here at Delaware Park to return 362, 62.20. Miss Dillingham 422, 80. Gold Time Vixen 620 and a 2 was fourth. 850 on your exact, a 33.80 on your try, 490 on your double, 645 on your pick 3, 10-cent super 26.02. The 10th race, Philly Mare claiming 12, 5.5 furlongs. Here's Josh.
To jump. Away and running to a picture-perfect start. Reiterate was the first one to break the line. Dancer's Melody showing speed. Unrequited Love is right there too. And up the inside is Show 'em Who's Boss, who takes over fourth. Kirby the long shot's in the thick of it too. And Lady Jean in the yellow cap on the far outside. And even deeper than that is Alarm Clock. Ghost Maiden gets a hot pace to chase. And last of all is Miss Malevolence. This is pace up plenty entering the turn. Unrequited Love leads the charge into the turn. And that leads 3/4 of a length. Lady Jean takes up the chase in second. Reiterates right there at the rail, only 2 lengths down from the speed. Kirby's hanging around tough in that 4th place position, and Alarm Clock's on the far outside. Past the quarter pole, Unrequited Love splashes to the top of the stretch, holding on to a 1.5 length lead. They're homeward bound. Unrequited Love still leading. Reiterate is the only threat right now. Closing in for the balance is Lady Jean. Deep on the track is Ghost Maiden. They're at the 16th pole, and Unrequited Love just keeps on giving. Unrequited Love has won it.
Unrequited Love gets Carlson Denner her 43rd to return 644, 42.60. We're in at $845. Alarm Clock was third, 360. And the 8 was for 26.40 on your exact, a 59.95 on your try, $8 on your daily double. Your pick 3 was worth $8.20. Wire 10-cent super, $46.08. The 11th race claiming 62.50, going 6 furlongs. Here's your 11th.
Away and running. Good speed on the outside from Otis. There goes Stroll Smokin', who wants a piece of the action, and also driving on through is Instigated. And on the rail, here comes Drive By Layover. So those are the first 4. Odds On came away in that 5th place position, and now Bailey's wrangled back off the speed. And now San Antone has 4 beaten. On the outside, Mucha Camille's in front of 3, which is Classy Solution, Muchacho Macho, and Kevin Whitty's out the back. 3.5 furlongs to go, and Stroll Smokin's the leader, but is hounded every step of the way by Otis. They take this pace tug of war to the 5/16 pole. Here comes Odds On, looming a gray threat. Drive-by layovers behind the speed, and San Antone's deep on the track, but now slipping away is Otis at the top of the stretch. 3/16 of a mile to go for Otis with a 2-length lead. Drive-by layover chases while ground saving, and Odds On has no more to give past the final furlong, and Otis has kicked away from the opposition. Drive-by layover battles for the balance with Odds On, but it's all Otis. Otis.
Was all Otis, Otis, Otis. Return $965. 3 area odds on 423.20. Bailey was third, 440, and the one was fourth. 24.80 on your exact, 57.80 on your try, 32.60 on your daily double, 23.40 on your pick three. 10-cent super, $80.49. The finale of the 12th race, Filly Mare, maiden claim at 5,000, going 6 furlongs. Here's your last.
Away and running. Stumbling starts leaves Hidden Springs last of all. Great speed from Little Zoe today. The rail belongs to Expect a Circus. And Normalized Deviance is driving up on the far outside. Ruby Dooby Doo's in between rivals, and Emmy Roo is also right there in the chasing herd. Second last is Princess Zuri, and a terrible start leaves Hidden Springs with a lot of catching up to do. 4.5 furlongs to go, and Expect a Circus emerges with the lead past the 4 and shows the way by a long neck. Little Zoe right there on attack mode in that second place position, and Emmy Roo continues the saddle up to the both of them. Ruby Dooby Doo's in between horses as they get ready to pass the 5/16 pole. Expect a Circus has kicked away in the evening shadows to lead by 2. Now Emmy Roo takes up the chase in second, and they pass the quarter pole. So it's Expect a Circus off the rail. 3 deep is Ruby Dooby Doo, and Emmy Roo's in between rivals, and they're into the stretch, and it's still Expect a Circus clinging on to a 1-length lead. Emmy Roo is trying hard. Closing in from out of the clouds is Hidden Springs. They're at the 16th pole. Expect a Circus is still leading. Now Hidden Springs moves into second, but it's over, and Expect a Circus is a 10-1 winner.
Expected a Circus, $22, 784.80. Hidden Springs, 222.10. Emmy Roo was third, 416, and 3 was fourth. 22.40 on your exact, 55.05 on your try. Your daily double, 460. Your other daily double, 85.30. While your pick three was worth $995, $152.55 on your pick three. Your pick four, $478.55, and your pick five was worth $1,496.60. While your 10-cent super, $19.80. Take a look at the leaderboard. Jamie Rodriguez picked up 2, Carroll picked up 1, Michael picked up 1, Suarez picked up 1, Mena picked up 1, Daniel Centeno picked up 1. On the trainer side of the board, Jamie Ness is the only change we had there. That was a look today at Owners Day at Delaware Park on Saturday, October 1st. I'm sure we had some kind of decent handle here. We had 12 races, $2,715,315. So for Elaine Tapman, Chris Rooney, all the crew here at Delaware Park, I'm your host, JJ Gracie. Good night and good racing. Always find yourself in the winner's circle.